Hello, I'm going to present here some results of my postdoc. I was interested during this work in the propagation of far-field deformation within the Eurasian plate during the late Cretaceous and Paleogene periods. So to better understand this type of deformation, we have carried out large regional transects which integrate a wide range of data. So here you have an example of such transect extending from the Eastern Pyrenees to the Bressel Basin to the north. So I have no time to detail this transect, so I will try to synthesize our results now by showing different types of far-field deformations that we were able to identify. So using 3 paleogeographic maps. So this is a middle Campanian paleogeography, so around 75 MA. It shows a very different landscape from what is now. Indeed, the entire area was covered probably by the sea, excepting the French Massif Central, which gave rise to extensive chalk carbonate platforms. In terms of deformation, we were able to identify flexure in the Paris Basin here, which was oriented parallel to the Pyrenean orogeny system active at the time. So we interpret this first deformation recorded in the Paris Basin as a far-field deformation in link with the onset of the Pyrenean convergence. So what we have here is probably a first type of far-field deformation that could be interpreted as a lithospheric buckling, maybe. A second map during the early Eocene, so around 50 MA, where we have plotted Paleocene exhumation, so around 60 MA. What we clearly see on this map is that the transition to the Cenozoic period was accompanied by a deep paleogeographic change that prefigured the present-day geology of Western Europe. In terms of far-field deformation, we have characterized here low-wavelength radial uplifts in red, which we interpreted as the surface expression of dynamic topography related to mantle plume activity. So here we have a second time of far-field deformation, which is related in this case to the opening of the North Atlantic and the Iceland plume activity, and now to the Pyrenean convergence. And finally, a third type of far-field deformation occurring during the paroxysm of the Pyrenean convergence, so around 40 MA. So during this period, you can see on the map that basement faults were reactivated, with, for example, here the reactivation in a strike-slip motion of what we call the Sillon-Houillet fault, or here the reactivation of Variscan thrust, which led to the uplift of the Artois High, separating definitively at that time the Paris Basin from the North Sea Basin. Thank you very much for your attention.